Screw it, let's ride. Couldn't agree more. So today I'm going to give you a walk round of my 2011 FLSTF, or better known as the Fat Boy. This is a 103 engine, twin cam, with a stage 1 big breather kit and Vance & Hines big radius exhausts, the famous bullet hole disc wheels that the Fat Boys always had, although they're slightly different now on the more modern Fat Boys. Anyway, this particular Fat Boy, I named it Ink on Iron for obvious reasons that will become clear, and that is because all the airbrushing on it is from ink that I've got tattooed on my body. I've got a lot more tattoos on me than the bike's got on it, but anyway, everything on the bike is from my skin. The painters were based in Camberley, Image Design Custom. They do a lot of paint work for Harley Davidsons and they do a lot of custom work. I gave them a brief of this is where I want my tattoo pieces on the bike, and the rest they had freedom with, which was where to put the smoke and how to do the smoke. They put the skulls wherever they chose to put the skulls, and they put like a bronze colour in the paintwork, which you can see from the reflections sort of makes it pop a bit, which I'm well pleased with. So anyway, let's start with the front fender. You can see the skulls, and then my skeleton lady with her 2 revolvers smoking. And if we walk round, some more skulls popping over the arch of the front fender, and then there's my crowned skull with the dice, which represents for me luck. And then on the tank you can see a skull down the front here rolling round, and then all the smoke and more skulls, and then the death mask. And that death mask, like the other one on the other side of the tank, is on one of my legs. Beautiful work, superb work. I was so pleased because I picked the bike up, it was black and silver, and then I picked it up when it had been finished, and I was just so pleased with it. And there's another skull. Then, sorry about the reflections, but there's another death mask. Some more skulls. So when I'm sitting on the bike, that's the sort of view I've got, sort of part skulls. Some embroidery on the leather covered Harley seat. Ink on Iron, which is the name of the bike. Tattoo gun, old-fashioned tattoo gun, embroidered on the fender bib, and again on the rear fender here, some skulls. Oh, step over a few things. Ink on Iron written on the tip of the fender. The fender's been chopped, and that's the hog, a rider, a biker himself, with piercings, etc. Again, more skulls along the fender. So yeah, this bike has carried me and my wife all over Europe, all over the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. I remember riding around the Colosseum in Rome on this bike, and that was quite a moment for me. Just the fact that I was riding around the Colosseum, and as you can see, it's done like 32,000 miles. And she's a minter. I've looked after her. She's been faultless, touch wood. She's never let me down. She's currently on a stand. In the UK, we SORM bikes, so we tell the authorities that we're not using the bike, so we don't have to tax it, don't have to road tax it. So at the moment, sort of from about October to about March, so what's that, October, November, about 5 months, 6 months, she'll be off the road. And that's only since I got my street glide, because before that, when it was just the one bike, I used it all the time, although I've had 2 Ultra Limiteds in the past. So when I owned them, I did my touring on them like I do with my street glide. And the fat boy got a rest, so to speak. But yeah, there's another look. I mean, it's beautiful work. And with that bronze, you can see it around that skull. It just sort of pops, sort of pulls it out a bit. I didn't want it all glittery sparkly, I just wanted it to be subtle and for it to draw you in. So yeah, there you have it. That's my fat boy ink on iron. Hope you enjoyed it, and it may well inspire you to do the same with your bike. I mean, it's a bit of a big decision to have a bike stripped down and totally repainted, especially if you don't know whether you're going to like it or not. But I would say go for it, especially if you found the right sort of person to do the work. Okay, I'll say farewell to you all. Good health to you all, good riding, and take care.